We are Southern Paranormal, and as you can tell, we are not very coordinated here tonight. Um, we came here yesterday. We put cameras out and everything. They want to see what we can catch inside here. We travel all around the country. Come on up, Mark.
Hello, guys.
And travel all around the country, from West Virginia to Illinois, mainly in the central section of the states. This is some of our equipment that we use here. And this is Mark here, Southern Paranormal.
You're doing.
And I'm working? Yeah. Okay. On which one? Who knows? But we have a few different gadgets that we use here to detect here. Mark, you want to show them the SLS?
Sure.
That's your baby.
Yep.
I don't want to break it.
SLS is basically a Kinect camera that they use for an Xbox. Like when you're playing an interactive game and you have a controller in your hand and the computer can connect to you and watch your movements and stuff. Basically, it's the same thing incorporated into this. What it does, it reads barometric pressure, like temperature changes in the atmosphere, different disruptions. That what happens is it's like it shoots out a laser grid, basically infrared laser grid, and it scopes out probably, I would say, about 10 to 20 feet, depending on how you're shooting. And basically, it just shoots out those laser beams, and if anything disrupts it, like a spirit or anything, it will react and actually show us that they're there, and actually pick up their whole body if they're trying to show themselves. It basically looks like a stick figure to us, but if we can intelligently, if we do see something on here and we think it is a spirit, if we can intelligently talk to it, then basically we can sort of have a communication with it through this device, which is really neat. This is like one of the best I've seen, and I've been in this field a while, that they have as far as like actually, if you can't find a spirit, maybe one's hiding, maybe a little child or something maybe that needs help hiding from another spirit that maybe might be keeping it from being inactive, this thing will kind of pick it up and kind of see where they're at and what location they're at. So it's kind of like they don't just pop up on us. We can kind of see them before they see us, kind of. That's what we basically want to do with this equipment. So it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
It actually just gives us a lot of information and shows a lot of data too. So it kind of everything here is scientific. Everything here is science basically.
We caught something pretty good on it at Hellspar Dam in Tennessee. And another member was in the tunnels. We had walked out, and Mark was at what they call the crossroads down in there, and he had the SLS on, and a ball of light came out. It's like we chased it out of there. We didn't see it, but it picked it up.
Yeah,
and actually caught it on tape.
And that's the odd thing. This thing's not meant to really pick up those kind of things. That was a really good find, and you can see that on the website. The thing is about this device is what happens is, I don't know if you might have seen it on TV, but when that stick figure shows up, it's mapping out every gesture, every movement what the spirit's doing. So it's kind of pretty interactive, and it just gives us a better clarity, because basically you had 10 years ago maybe this device and that device over here, the K2, and that's it. You didn't have all these devices we have now. So I mean, it's getting more and more like scientific. A lot of people are inventing stuff, and so it's getting pretty interesting. But to go to the K2 meter, which is another awesome tool, and it's one of the founding tools of the paranormal, really. 'Cause that basically,
this picks up electromagnetic energy, and a lot of electronics give it off too, so you have to be careful if it's a false positive or something like that. Some homes have high EMF readings, and that can also contribute to the homeowner being paranoid, thinking they're being watched, and it's not really any spirits there. It's actually a condition part. They're just hypersensitive to EMF.
a house can throw out a lot of EMF. You're like fans, TVs, washing machines, stuff like that. Basically, electricity can mess with the mind, cause hallucinations. A lot of EMF is not good. Sometimes that's what happens with the paranormal. People think it's paranormal, but it's not. It's a lot of EMF. That device that Doyle is holding basically picks up that EMF. So there's a high level EMF inside the home or wherever we're at, then we basically try to see what's causing the high EMF, and if it's nothing, that we could see as far as electronics or a device in there or whatever, then we know it's paranormal. We know maybe it's spirits trying to interact with us. Because spirits give off a lot of EMF, and it picks up a lot.
This is the same thing. This is called a millimeter. It gives you a digital reading of, instead of just the LEDs, it will tell you the actual reading. This particular one will also give you ambient temperature as well as any kind of vibration detection. It'll pick up all three of these things. This thing was, what was the guy's name? Gelke.
Millimeter?
Invented it. His daughter was killed, and he invented a lot of things to help communicate with his daughter. And it's called a millimeter. Her name is Melissa, and they called her Mel. So that's where this gets its name from.
So his name Juka. What's his name? David. What's his name? Juka something. Invented that.
Gelko.
Yeah, that's right.
Something like that.
But he named it after his daughter after the car crash, and he actually uses it himself to communicate with his daughter that's passed away, and he's had success with it. So it's a great device, you know.
And another thing that we have, y'all probably seen on the ghost shows and everything, they use a spirit box or ghost box or something like that. It generates white noise, which is what this does. But this actually has 2 channels for it. And it sweeps through AM and FM, forward or backward. And spirits can use this to speak through and talk through. It's going so fast, you may hear a little bit of radio just real quick. But if you hear the same voice on a full sentence over 10 different frequencies, then chances are it's not a radio. And we've had good luck with these as well. Of course,
Put on a tripod.
voice recorders are the most valuable thing you can have and cheapest thing to get. You can even get started with just one of these, because we have caught so many things on EVP, something that your voice can't hear, but it can be picked up by these recorders as well.
Which is so interesting, you know, because they can talk to us through a recorder, but they can't talk to us, you know, through our ears. Which is a disembodied voice. You know, you hear. I've had both. You know, I've had little. You know, I'm from New Orleans, so I was doing a location down near Bourbon Street. It's about a half block. It's about 2:30 in the morning, and I'm walking into this haunted kitchen area. This place has just been around forever. Had all kind of tragedies. Was an orphan. It was burned back in the day, and they had little kids there that got hurt and killed. So I'm communicating, and all of a sudden I hear this here, and it's just like, it's so clear, and you're just like, you look at your other investigator, did you just hear that? You know, because you just think, there's no way I just heard that. But what's crazy is when you hear it, it's like it changes your life, because it really puts in perspective that this stuff is real. This is not made up. This is not something that's, you know, we take it very seriously, and you know, these devices, the best thing is if we can intelligently talk to them, then we're doing what we're supposed to do, and it's, you know, as far as respect and kind of, you know, you respect the spirits, they respect you back kind of way. So, you know, a lot of people that go in and kind of, or what they call the word, I'm not sure, like, you know, they go in there and they hostile towards the spirits or kind of mean towards them, then, you know, of course they're going to get scratched, they're going to get hit, pushed.
Or both.
Or both, you know. I mean, I got pushed out of my chair for no reason. Well, I was led into the direction and got pushed out. But I mean, it happens. I mean, I was scratched right here, and it was a burn from, I was at Old South Pittsburgh Hospital just doing an interview, and I didn't notice. It was an old hospital, and the claims were that spirits scratch people in the nurses' station. I didn't know that, so I go in there and set up an interview with a doctor that used to live there. And you know, it's a hot day, and I did my interview. It took about 45 minutes. I go back to my car to kind of cool off, and you know, I'm hot and I'm sweating, and all of a sudden I just feel like this burning on my wrist. Like I don't know, like it just felt like somebody took chemicals or something and just put it on there. Well, anyway, it was a burn from here to here at first, okay, and you couldn't. It was just welts. So it was just like, okay, how'd that happen? So you kind of trying to think of every scenario that could cause something like that. So you're just like, okay, what's the problem? You know, so after a while, and actually I could kind of show it to you. like about 5 hours later, I went to the hotel room and it kind of freaked me out. I saw 3 scratches, the mark of the Trinity. And I'm very religious guy, and it was mocking my religion. So you have good spirits and you have evil spirits. You got spirits that want to try to harm you. You got spirits that just want to just need help. I noticed I've had a lot of activity where you get a lot of spirits trying to hold spirits back from talking to us. And I've had that in prisons. I've had that, and you can actually hear it. Do you have an SB7 spirit box? Because that kind of explains that noise.
I just did it.
Yeah, you hear that rapid.
Okay.
It's like it's sweeping through radio stations. But what it is picking up local stations. It's just scanning through them real fast at 350 what they call it, ms a second or something. It's loud, so it's like a machine rapid fire. And it's kind of loud. It's kind of annoying, but if a spirit wants to interact, they really can talk to you through this device. You can actually, and I've had, actually I have a video coming out, which is going to be on our website, that's coming out probably this week, and I need to just release it. And it shows exactly what the SB7 Spirit Box does, and it's just the most crazy. I've got I Want to Kill You, I've got Get Out, I've gotten, Leave Us Alone, I've got us, Hello, how you doing? Is it day or night? It's daytime, when it's the middle of the night. It's all kind of evidence. So it's just amazing. So just check out for that later on. When we give you our card, go to the website. It'll be on there by Monday. And, I really worked hard on it. It's a really good video, so definitely check it out.
Some of the other things that we use is a thermal camera. This picks up, y'all can pass it around if you want, take a look at it. That picks up heat images and everything. There's cold spots in the room or anything, and photos or video that we can take on it. And so it's a very handy little gadget that we have there. And we also have what's called REM pods, which I guess one of the cameras are setting this one off. Oh, now it's not. But what this does, it creates a field around it. When that field's broken, it goes off, and the electronics can set it off.
Go off now.
Something here must be setting it off.
Hand it to me. Turn it on. See, this thing ain't supposed to do that.
And
See, that's how it's supposed to do.
other things we have is our motion detectors.
Why he had
Of course,
it going off crazy, and I'm holding it.
EM pumps, which
You need to turn on 2 lights for me, not 1. Thank you.
it's just
Can you turn them all
too
on?
many cameras.
Can you turn all the lights on, please? Maybe not. Okay. Thought maybe I had
And
some activity.
that picks up electromagnetic energy as well, or anything that would break the barrier of it. We use EM pumps too. These generate EMF that spirits can use to speak. They have to have power.
I ain't supposed to do that. By the way. But I'm just letting y'all know. I mean, there's nothing there. Unless I have EMF or something coming out of my chair. I don't know. I don't have a motor on here or anything.
And let's see, we have, like I said, the motion detectors, and we have cameras that are remote hotspots that we can put up. And if our main thing is like we have, y'all welcome to go in, look around on it. We have 16 cameras set up that we can use. And
thank you.
we have remote audio that we can deploy in any room as it's recording. We can hear it live out here. Anything on it. We have it's completely self-contained. We can pull up and be set up within within an hour.
Everything we do is so mobile. As far as our camera equipment, the places we go, guys, is like, Mansfield Prison held almost 6,000 prisoners. They had riots there. God knows what happened. It's a building closed in the 1990s. It's Mansfield, Ohio. Anyway, it's
the U.S. Marine had 50,000 documented deaths.
And that's,
That's in Memphis.
I went there, and it was like kind of my first investigation with Doyle. We went to this hospital, and I was so upset because I didn't catch anything. I didn't catch anything. I'm like, what's going on here, And I was kind of new to investigate, and I opened myself up, so unfortunately the inevitable happened, and I had spirits come home with me. So, you know, I'm sitting at home, turning on my spirit box, they saying hello to me, you know, turning on and off my TV on command. Like, I'm just like, okay, I got my own personal assistant, I guess, but then, you know, then your family members start saying, well, I saw a door shut and close. I'm like, oh, that's just your imagination, you were sleeping, you didn't see that, so, you know, it happens.
Yeah,
You get followed home is what I'm trying to tell you.
The one disembodied voice at Ashmore, REVP more than likely.
Yeah?
We were up on the second floor, we was doing a walkthrough video, and I had the historian there with me, and there's one room there that has its own bathroom, and that's the only one in there. And she said, whoever stayed here must have been pretty special. And when a female voice comes on, I said, that's right. You know, and we didn't hear it at the time, we didn't react to it.
I mean, at all. Like, you hear it on video, and you're like, somebody had to say
extremely
that.
loud. And
So
she was the only female at the location.
That's the thing
You
about
could see her.
It's true though. It's the thing about paranormal investigating. It's like you think you go home, like you come to the location, you film, you do your thing, you investigate, and you go home and you're like, oh my god, like you hear the evidence and you're just like, wow, did that just happen? You know, like did that just come through? You know, and it's insane. That's what the video I made was kind of based upon. It's a lot of evidence to do. I had so much going on with the spirit box, that rapid machine fire I was talking about, that it was unbelievable. I mean, just everything from asking for what prison number to go to, and they were telling me, you know, even their names. And I had one kid asking me to fight with them, like, you know, coming through, let's fight. But they said, let's effing fight. But, you know, I'm gonna bleep that out. But it's just, it's amazing. Like, I was skeptical. When I first started, I was 6 months in skeptical. I didn't believe any of this. I thought it was just bogus. I thought people were making devices go off for no reason. But once you experience what I experienced, you changes you. It does. It changes you. It really does.
I think they got a good tour to go on inside now, don't they? And
If you'd like to. The stories out here are probably better.
but y'all were welcome to come by, you know, after the tour and see what we got as we're setting up. You know, y'all are welcome to look around.
You can turn that light on if you want.
Sure. Anybody wants a
I don't know
card?
where it is.
Welcome here.
So I want to bring it to my friends.
We document everything that we do from any of our, I think we got probably 50 or 60 videos of all the ones.
Yes, sir.
More than that,
New Orleans is the most haunted city in the United States.
We
live in New Orleans.
Yeah?
Is that true?
I
live in the suburbs now.
I think we have a
French Quarter.
Yeah, we have a lot of, what it is, you gotta think about it, you know. Yeah,
Y'all
the
come- y'all
past
come over and
happened.
take a look at
Yeah,
it.
there's a bunch of Turks, we do a lot of deaths happen.
Yeah,
Yeah, what I believe is basically New Orleans, it's got a lot of
Ask
activity.
for John
especially-
Luke.
We had a lot
Great
more
fellow.
activity.
One of their owners, so.
We had so many deaths
Oh,
from
really?
Katrina. Oh, God.
And,
it just went
yeah,
on.
we did. I guess it's back in
Yeah,
December.
so like everything we...
So you went
Y'all come on
there.
by, you know.
Oh yeah, I live like 5 minutes from New Orleans. So we go
I
in
don't want y'all to lose
a
y'all's
lot of places in New
tour
Orleans.
there.
I always hate evidence.